Hi everyone, today we have a 20-minute healthy back Pilates routine. So the focus is to open up our body a little bit more, loosen up our muscles, and if you have tightness or weakness in your low back or your mid back between your shoulder blades, this is a great workout routine to do. So we're gonna get started on our mat with our legs crossed. Take your arm out to the side, extend your other arm up and over, and you're just getting that nice side stretch through your body. Finding that length through your trunk and keeping your hips nice and heavy on the mat. Lift all the way back up, reach your other arm up and over. So you're getting that expansion through your chest. You can turn your head to look over your shoulder. Open up that chest a little bit more. And lift all the way back up. Same thing on the other side again. So reaching up and over, finding that length through your waistline. And then lift all the way back up again. One more, nice big inhale. Exhale to reach up and over. And lift all the way back up. Take your arms, reach them overhead now. Lift up nice and high so you can let those shoulders lift up. And then bend your elbows, open up your chest. Find that expansion through your collarbones as you lift your chin up towards the ceiling. And then reach back overhead again, trying to press your shoulders down away from your ears this time. So nice big inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, open up your chest. Think lift from that sternum, so think collarbone. Lift the chin slightly. Reach your arms back up overhead one more time. So think of this as a lift through your sternum. You're lifting up and slightly back through the crown of your head without compressing through your low back. And then reach all the way overhead again and release your arms. Let's come onto all fours. So shoulders are right over your wrists, hips are over your knees, going into cat-cow, round through your spine, and open up your chest, lengthen and find that extension. Feel free to move through as much flexion and extension as you like. You want to make sure that it's pain-free and that you're finding the length in your muscles, you're getting a nice stretch, and at the same time, you feel like you're controlling the movement. And then reach to open again. And again, round, curling the pelvis under, drawing that rib cage in and together. And lengthen to open. One more each direction, really rounding through your spine. And lengthen to open. And then come back up to that neutral position. So shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Just alternating arm reaches. So extending one arm, lower back down, and then you have the other side. Try to extend your arm to shoulder height without trying to pull your arm away from your back. So what I mean by that is that you're not trying to overstretch and compensate with your hips. You want to keep your opposite shoulder right over your wrist as you lengthen and then lower back down. And again, reach and lower. 4 more here. 3, 2. Last one. Now we're going to do the same thing but with our legs. So extending one leg back and lower back down. And again, reach to press and lower. And again, reach to extend and bring it back in. And again, lengthen and in. And again, reach to extend and then bring it back in. Lengthen one more on each side. So you're engaging through your hips, you're engaging through your glutes here. Last one. Now separate your knees, sit back on your heels, extend your arms nice and long into child's pose. So you can rest your forehead on the mat, nice big inhale. And exhale. Couple more here. And then you can walk your hands over to the side so you're getting that stretch through your side body. Keep sitting back on your heels. And then you can walk your hands over to the opposite side, getting that opposite stretch through your waistline. One more breath here. And then come back to all fours. So we're going to do a fun movement where you're on all fours. I want you to lower your chest down to the mat. So you're letting those shoulders come up towards your ears. Your low back is going to sink a little bit. And now think about pressing away from the mat, filling out that space between your shoulder blades. And you want to think about really connecting with your back muscles. So almost pressing down and away so you feel your triceps engaging and you feel your back muscles, your lats engaging, and you hold it there for a couple of seconds and then release back down. Let your chest collapse down towards the mat and then exhale, press away and hold for 3, 2, 1. And again, try to keep your elbows straight, but you're just letting your chest collapse down towards the mat and then focus on pressing away, engaging through your back muscles, engaging through those triceps. One more, so releasing your chest down towards the mat, getting that little sink in through your spine and then exhale to press away. Now tuck your toes under, lift your hips on up to downward dog. So you're pressing your hips up towards the sky. Let your heels just relax into that mat so you get that nice stretch, and we're just gonna hold it here. You can always bend your knees. If your hamstrings are really tight, try to find the length through your spine and then lengthen through your legs. Keep that slight engagement of belly button to spine. That way you're supporting your low back. Keep letting those heels press down towards the mat. Couple more breaths here. And then you can lower down onto your knees. Take a seat and sweep your legs around. We're gonna go into roll down. So extending your legs in front of you, you can also bend your knees instead of keeping your legs straight. So it's up to you. Reach your arms in front of you and now plug your shoulders down into your back. Curl that pelvis under. You're gonna roll it all the way down. Think one vertebrae at a time, reaching your arms back by your ears. Nice big inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin to roll it all the way back up. Sitting up nice and tall. Reach it forward a little bit so you get that nice hamstring stretch in. And lift on up. Nice big inhale. Exhale, curl that pelvis under. So you feel that connection of your rib cage coming in and together. Reach your arms back up by your ears. Nice big inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin. Roll it all the way back up. And again, reach it forward to get that nice hamstring stretch in. And lift all the way back up. One more. Curl the pelvis under, roll it all the way down. And once you have your head on the mat, you're gonna stay here. Take your arms, reach them down by your hips and bend your knees. So going into bridging next, press the back of your arms into the mat and lift your hips up and then back down. Lift and lower. So the more you can strengthen through your hips and your glutes and your hamstrings as well, that's going to help support your spine, help protect your low back, and then lower back down. And again, lift and lower. And just check into your body to make sure that you're putting equal weight through both of your legs here. Lift and press and lower. 3 more. 2. Last one, and release back down. Take your arms out to cactus. If this is a tough movement where your shoulders are rolling forward, what you can do is take your arms out more to a V position, or you can keep it in that cactus position. It's up to you. Lift your hips up and down again in that bridge. So that way you're focusing a little bit more on creating a chest opener. So either arms in cactus or extend your arms out into that low V position here. Again, nice big exhale as you lift on up and lower. 5 more here. And 4, 3, engaging through your glutes. 2, on this last one, hold at the top. Find that nice stretch through the front of your thighs. You can always place your hands on your hips just to make sure they're level. If you're starting to feel discomfort through your low back, you can always lower your hips down a little bit. Now lower your hips down an inch and up an inch. So we have 10 of these total. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and release your hips all the way back down on the mat. Now you can take your arms into cactus, or you can keep them in that low V position and just rotate your knees to one side. You can look over that opposite shoulder. And then using your tummy muscles to help support your back to bring your legs back into center. You're going to do the same thing now, but on the other side, just rotating your knees over, looking at that opposite shoulder, just trying to relax through your face and relax through your chest. And then you can bring your legs all the way back up to center again, keeping that chest nice and open. Take one leg into tabletop. You can either keep your hands on your hips, or you can bring your arms down by your sides. It's up to you. Going into a single leg toe tap, lower your leg down and then back up. So nice big inhale, and then exhale as you lift back up. So that way you feel that connection from one hip bone to the other. Lower and lift. Keeping the chest open. So you're engaging your shoulder blades down on the mat. 4 more here. 3, 2, last one. And now you can place your foot down on the mat. Same thing, but on the other side. So taking your left leg into that tabletop position. Make sure the hips are nice and level. To start, make sure your ankle's in line with your knee. Knee is over your hip. Lower down and then back up. Don't feel like you need to be committed to lowering your foot all the way down on the mat. It's okay to let it hover a little bit, or just to move an inch or 2. Nice big inhale and exhale. Again, lower and lift. 3 more. 2. Last one. And release back down. Extend one leg up to the ceiling. Let's get a little bit of a hamstring stretch in. You can either keep your leg extended with your foot flexed. You can also bend the knee. You can also point through the foot. Whatever feels good to where you get that stretch through the back of your leg here. Lower it back down. Same thing now, but on the other side. Extending your leg and just taking your leg back towards your face. You're getting that nice stretch through your hamstring. And then you can release your leg all the way back down. Reach your arms overhead, walk your feet out so they're towards the edge of the mat. You can either keep your legs extended fully or you can keep them slightly bent, and now just roll it on up. So tuck your chin, peel it on up. Think one vertebrae at a time so you're sitting up nice and tall. Take your hands behind your head, take your feet out to the corner edges of your mat. Flex your feet and open up your chest. You're gonna rotate to one side and then come back to center and then the other side. And as you do this, you wanna keep the length through the crown of your head here, so that way you're really focusing on that rotation between your shoulder blades. And use your tummy muscles to help you too. So think about that connection of opposite rib cage to hip bone as you open and then come back to center. This movement is gentle, so you want to be really kind to your body. Rotating to one side and then back to center. 4 more here. 4 and 3, 2, last one, and then lower your arms down. Let's take your legs, sweep them around. You're gonna have your chest on the mat. So lie down on your tummy in this nice little Sphinx pose. You're gonna have your forearms on the mat. Shoulders are over those elbows, and just find the length through your spine. So try not to grip any of your muscles, especially your glutes. Open up the chest here, and now look over one shoulder and come back to center, and then look over the opposite shoulder. Good. So you're just gonna move your head from side to side here. One more each direction. And then once you come back to center, you're gonna take your hands, bring them underneath your shoulders and lower all the way down on the mat. Nice big inhale, lift your chest up halfway into that cobra position and then lower back down. Keep pressing the tops of your feet into the mat as you lift and then lower. And again, lift and press and lower. 2 more, and then if you'd like, you can add the legs on. And again, 1 more here. Now as you lift your chest up, you're gonna lift the legs up at the same time and then lower back down. So it's up to you. You can always just do the legs and you can always just do the upper body. 2 more. Engaging through the front of your thighs. Last one, and release all the way down. Take your arms out to cactus, rest your head down on the mat. Now lift your chest, engage your back muscles so that way you're not tipping your hands down. Keep that chest open and then lower. And again, lift and release. And press. 5 more here. Engaging your glutes just slightly to help support your low back. Last one, lower down. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Press on up to all 4s, and now you can just wag your tail. So just getting that release through your low back here. Just wagging it out from side to side. And tuck your toes under, lift the hips up nice and high, find that downward dog stretch again. So you can always walk your hands back. Think about relaxing through your heels again to get that nice stretch. Keeping the chest open. Walk your feet in towards your hands. So it's okay to bend your knees. Going into a forward fold, keep lifting your hips up nice and high. Releasing your head, releasing your neck. Shift your weight back into your heels so you feel that stretch a little bit closer up towards your hips. And now shift your weight forward. Should feel this geared up a little bit more in your hamstrings, keeping your heels light. And now find that happy medium spot where your weight is even between your heels and the balls of your feet, and just try to relax your body forward a little bit more. Gently bend your knees and just roll it on up, or you can walk your hands up your thighs in a neutral spinal position until your head is the very last thing to stack on top of your spine. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this workout, and I will see you next time. Bye.